Welcome to the One Shot Effect podcast. This is episode 17, and today I'm joined with Sasha and a guest that we've previously had, Rebecca Helen, a Cape Town-based
Hey.
singer, and I'm very excited to have you guys on the podcast. Thank you.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, excited to be here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
how did you guys get to know each other? And yeah, where do we start?
We met at the songwriting camp that was put on by this guy named Mick Evans, and he brought down this I think Grammy award-winning or something, like this super well-known producer called Alan Roy Scott. And then it was like it was at this backpackers called
Wild Spring.
Wild Spirits.
Yeah.
And so we all went up there for like a week to do this songwriting workshop. And then we were paired up in one of the challenges because they were doing challenges every day. And then we had to write a song together. And then we enjoyed working together. And then Rebecca and I chatted afterwards, and I was like, "Well, I'm a producer." She's like, "I'm a singer songwriter. Let's work together." And like then it was quite like maybe a few months after then we made our first song, and then we've been working together ever since.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a really great workshop, and it just like connected all these cool people, and it was fun. Yeah.
yeah. That was actually the
Awesome.
same guy that I'd worked with before on a previous album. This is my songwriting mentor, Alan Roy Scott. He just travels the world doing these workshops with people.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sounds like a Rick Rubin type figure.
You could say so. Maybe less hair.
Big personality. Listen.
Better songwriter, less hair.
Fair. Yeah, what is like your personal songwriting processes, and then how does it work together?
It's like from my side, it's very much how I feel on the day and like what I've been listening to and stuff. Like kind of filters into my general like vibe, and then Rebecca will bring an idea. She'll be like, "Oh, I want to write like a bluesy thing, or I want to write like a dance song, or whatever." And then like we'll just start messing around on the keyboard or messing around on the guitar or whatever, and then um something will like catch our attention. We're like, "Oh, that's cool," and then we'll start like elaborating on that and seeing where that little thing can go, kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like a lot of exploration and experimenting and improvising, really. And then once we find something we really like, then we like, "Okay, cool, this is dope. Let's follow this path," and then we'll like add more and more and more and more. They start adding vocals. Maybe sometimes you can just come up with vocals and guitar at the same time. It's kind of different every time, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, really a
Typical.
journey of following curiosity.
Yeah, that's well put. Exactly. Literally just like that. Yeah.
And like, I suppose working together, how is that different than working like alone, would you say?
You want to answer? I feel like I want.
It's very different because, like, when you're on your own, you know you only have one sort of idea, one concept of something. When you're with somebody else, then they bring their ideas to the table, and so that opens up. Sometimes you get stuck on something and you can't actually think of anything, and you're racking your brains, and then having somebody else, they like just go, "Oh, well, what about this? Let's try this," you know.
Definitely.
So that creates like another dimension to the songwriting process. So much.
Yeah, like when you're writing by yourself, you kind of like you do your thing, you know. But then when there's someone else there, then it like inspires a different like energy out of you. Like you can, like it's just even weird. Like I've noticed sometimes, and this is like slightly off the topic, but it's like when when you play someone else your music, you can like hear it through their ears on the speakers. That's like a whole thing. So it's like the same as like you can like when you're playing your own thing and then you're hearing it with someone else. It's like having two people in the room changes the perception of the music as well in a weird way. So it's like you just collaborate, and it's like that's what comes out when the two of you have that synergy, as opposed to like just what you like just by yourself, just like doing your own thing with a different type of synergy. Solves it.
Yes, more cathartic on your own.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today? Like angry, sad, or whatever, and then that comes out in the song.
Fair. And how would you say, like, what kind of music would you say you make? What do you think of genres?
I say like we kind of making like something like an indie dance pop type of vibe. I think that's generally where our songs would sit. But like some of them are different. But like yeah, like generally like an indie dance pop.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Yeah.
Mm.
Any specific inspirations, or is it more like creating your own sound, or I guess a mix?
I think it's like the inspirations are just like in there, but they're not direct. We don't go like, okay, we want to sound like, I don't know, Calvin Harris or something like that. Or
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't like to say we want to sound specifically like something, but Rebecca will bring me like a reference sometimes and then be like, she'll be like, I'm digging this song.
Mm.
And then like we'll try and like get into the world of that feeling of that song. Really. But
Yeah.
I don't think we're actually trying to copy or be like anyone else. We're
No.
just trying to make like genuinely true to ourselves indie dance pop. You know, that's like where we kind of unite on our taste.
Mm.
And whatever comes, like comes. You know, it's like there's never been a moment where we're like, let's write a song just like this or like just like these people. Like feel like we're finding our own sound.
Yeah, definitely.
That's exciting. And do you like, how do you see it evolving, or how do you, yeah, what's like the next 5 years for you guys? Who's to say?
Who's to say? You know, maybe a massive hit will come out and
Yeah.
we'll have to go perform it at the Super Bowl. Like, why not?
Yeah, I definitely feel like for me, there's definitely some travel coming. So
We're just gonna keep writing songs
keep doing.
until something happens. Like at a certain point, you can only put out so much good stuff before something good happens. So we believe in all the music that we've made. We like it all. We love it all. We like, we vibe to it. So why wouldn't anyone else?
Exactly. Basically, just go and like perform it,
Yeah,
get it out there to as many people as possible.
exactly. Take over the world.
Yes.
And what would you say is like ways that you want to push your songwriting more, or like, or what do you like normally do, and what do you like? Maybe this is, I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I'm curious,
No,
like, what is that journey of like leaving the comfort zone, or just like, it's just,
well,
yeah, I guess songwriting.
so I like normally have been writing a lot of my music on guitar. So lately I've been trying to like play more synths and stuff and like get more into keys and stuff. So that's one way of trying to push ourselves out of the comfort zone. I think we're just gonna keep on trying to be better and better than the last thing. You know, also we're experimenting more with like vocal, like
Yeah, Sasha's always like pushing me to do
yeah,
like these crazy vocals. Like, can you sing here? And I'm going, really, really? It's like,
exactly.
that's where chipmunks like sing, you know?
Well, you
But
have a good like a really good hype register, so it works.
thank you.
But I'm like, yeah, like a lot of vocal experimenting in our new song that we're working on today. There's like the bridge is like fully broken down, and there's like a lot of harmonies and like all sorts of vocals coming in and out. And I can see us experimenting more with vocal, like interesting vocal stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, like just pushing what it's like, as I said earlier, it's like how are you feeling like on the day, like what we've been listening to, what's in our experience right now. So we might just end up being like, like I've been listening to this weird thing, like let's try something like that. So I think we're always looking to push ourselves.
Yeah. Be the
So
best that we can be. Be the best version of ourselves.
yeah, exactly.
And what do you guys think of like the modern era of music, where I guess it's more accessible than ever, but also maybe more competitive than ever?
Well, yeah, it's like it makes it more difficult, obviously, to get out if like every person on their laptop is like a producer now. Um,
And AI.
and AI making it even harder now, obviously. So it's like a tough time to be there, but I do believe that like the good things will rise to the top and the other stuff will just sort of fall to the bottom of the ocean and never be heard.
Very philosophical.
How intentional are you guys with like marketing music, and like how do you see like, because there's this thing like a lot of music artists kind of feel groomed by algorithms to become like content creators more than like you can't just be a musician, maybe, or some people feel that way. I'm just curious, like, how do you guys feel? Content creator, musician, artist, like, what are the different hats and labels that you identify with, I suppose?
Well, you great. You more the content creator.
Yeah.
You can answer that one.
It's hectic, and you have to like be all these different people. There is a lot of pressure, I feel, as an artist to constantly like be creating content. It's just, yeah, like every day I wake up and think, oh no, what am I going to come up with today? But yeah, I hope that the music just comes through and that people will connect with the music, because that's what I feel it's really about, more than just creating content that's like that no one really understands. Like, yeah, but it is a challenge to get that like sweet spot, because you want to get the people to follow you, so you have to kind of create content that resonates with them, means something to them as well. So yeah, it's a tricky one, but I think it's like a balance, you know.
Yeah, it does suck that like after you've made your music and everything, now you have to like go and also be a fucking social media expert as well. But that's just the life we live right now.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Would you like, what do you think of record labels then? Or like having someone do that side of it for you? But it's also, that's one of the sides that's hardest for someone to do for you. Like a record label be like, make more TikToks.
Well, basically, yeah, they'll just message you like, "Have you made a TikTok?" I mean, obviously, like depends on the deal. Like I'm always open to people with like clout and money, like getting behind something I make. Like as long as it's fair and like the deal's like cool and they actually do what they say they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So it's like obviously like it's very circumstantial, like what would happen in that. I would be open to it, obviously, like, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to get screwed over. And
Yeah. So it's that, and also not being able to be authentic. Like if you're doing like pop indie dance and then they come and say, "Can you do reggae?" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man, whatever you want, man. Pay the bills. We make the music, man. Let's go.
Make a
those,
jingle for an advertisement or something.
Definitely. I mean, that's how I make half my money anyway. So
yeah, you do love it.
What more can you
yeah,
like say about that? Just like, yeah, maybe just making money with music in the modern day.
I think you got to find your niche. You got to find like where you fit in. There's lots of ways you can make money with music, like performing, playing cover bands, like writing jingles, doing like lo-fi. Like it's like finding your niche. You just got to find what you're good at and like really try, work hard.
Yeah.
You have to always be pushing the socials. It's not like a stable job where you know where your next check's coming from. It's unfortunate, but like that's what you do. That's what you get for doing what you love.
But I
Being
think that's also just how the world's kind of going. The whole gig economy, the Uber, Airbnb world. But yeah, I think it is more important than ever to have a brand and to put yourself out there.
definitely, definitely. And yeah, like connections. I mean, specifically in the music industry as well, obviously like connections. So like going out and making connections is very important. If you want to work in the ad industry, you need to go and make some ad friends. You need to go and like go to their cocktail parties and shit, like go and schmooze around and like get those jobs. Or if you want to be a film like compose for film or whatever,
Yeah.
you have to go to like you have to go network as well, because like obviously that's the most powerful form of self marketing.
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
True. What music instruments do you guys mainly work with, or does that vary?
Yeah, well, Rebecca's really good on piano, and I can play guitar, bass, drums, keys a little bit,
Mm.
samples as well. Like we just like whatever makes the song better, whatever it's like you just need to like
Fair.
experiment. Yeah, exactly.
And look for different things.
Yeah. But generally keys, guitar, bass, drums, vocals, like the normal stuff. And then every now and then we'll like take like a chicken wrap and like tap it and get a weird sound.
Well, you had that like really cool little thing you used for voodoo, for that song voodoo. It's like the horsey thing.
Oh, that's zebra.
The zebra.
That's zebra thing. Yeah.
It's
Like
like,
it's, I don't know where is it. Is there? No, it might not be. I think it's upstairs. I don't know where that zebra's gone. Anyway, it's this weird zebra thing. So like it's always fun to like find a weird thing that makes a weird sound, and then like okay, cool, like let's make a song with this weird sound.
I always joke
I
and
mean,
say
I
I'm going to
think
bring you
that's the story, right? I think that's the content piece. Hey guys, we found this, and da da da, like kind of telling that story through short video of like how the song was made. I guess could
I
be
mean, that is good.
interesting.
That's a good idea. Um, that is a good like way to like. I mean, it'd be interesting to just like post every day, like, hey, I found this weird thing. I'm gonna make
Mm,
music out of it, and then post like all these songs that you. I guess that's what people do, like Dave Scott, like the Kiffness and stuff, where he will just like take a dog, like or a cat or something that he found like on some weird sample that he'll then make beat out of. He's done very well.
Mm.
fair. Do you
Just
guys have
style.
like quite a strong idea of like who would watch your videos or like listen to your music? Do you think about that?
Um, like not actually that much personally. I just kind of imagine it to be like a person between the age of like 16 and up. Like if I'm honest.
Anyone who vibes to good music.
But that's a good thing to think about.
Yeah.
It's hard
But I
to
guess
know what
that's
like,
even the whole thing, right? The music people enjoy is different to like the content they enjoy, right? Or
yeah, and also like I feel like it's like nowadays people are so open to all types of music, like Spotify and Apple have made it that way because when I was growing up, it was like you were a punk, you were like a rock, or you were like a house lover, or you were like a, I don't know, like whatever. You like you're stuck in your genre. And now it feels like when you ask someone under the age of 30, like what music do they listen to? They'll be like, oh, I listen to like everything, like whatever I feel like, whatever I'm in the mood for.
It's true. Although I was quite different growing up. I just listened to everything.
Is it? Yeah. Well, I think that's
Well, it's hard to stick to a genre now because
best.
I've got
yeah,
all
you
these.
were ahead of your time, really.
Yeah. Trendsetter.
Yeah. And I-
What do you guys think about writer's block?
we don't know what that is. So
Oh, the best way to get rid of writer's block is this is my experience because I've had it before, but like the best way to get rid of it, and this is advice for anyone, is to like take the pressure off yourself and just go and like, let's say you're trying to write a song, okay? Go and write 5 shit songs. Just go and write them. And by the time you've like gotten past that fifth or sixth idea, all of a sudden you can be like, okay, this is cool. And then, so I'll like start a beat. I'll work on it for half an hour. Then I'll be like, okay, this sucks. Close. Start another one. Hey, da da da. Sucks. Close. Da da da. And then eventually I'll be like, okay, this is cool. And then the next day go back and do the exact same thing because then you're gonna start like a flow.
that's really good advice.
I know it works.
So you've got a lot of shit
Yeah,
songs on.
I got a lot of shit songs like that. But it, like what you find is what'll happen is that like if you keep that up for like 3, 4 days, the shit songs you'll have like 5 or 6 from the beginning, and then all of a sudden you're just gonna start writing good one, good one, good one, good one in a row because you like clear out the crap out of your head in a way, and then you eventually get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm in the zone. Like, and then you start trusting yourself, you start feeling good, and then that momentum, then you just get into it.
Yeah.
That's like
Y-
how
I,
I live.
I once spoke to this like pop star by the name of Kyle, and basically what he was saying is like you have to get through the bad songs to get to the good songs. But it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
hard part is you have to fail in public potentially
Mm.
if you're going to release these songs. Like you
Yeah.
have to make worse songs to make better songs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would never release that.
The only thing we put out any music we didn't like really think was good.
Yeah, like so, it's like that's kind of the point in a way. It's like you don't just finish. This is like what people do. That like they'll try and write something, and then even if they don't think it's that good, they'll try and finish it, right? And then it's like you got to be brutally honest with yourself. You got to be like, is this good? Like, is this good? And if the answer is no, then just be like, next, close, move on. Like, until you like, is this good? Do I love this? Yes. And then you like, okay, now I'm ready to work on this properly and give it my like attention. Because too often people labor. I mean, I had this one friend who like took him like, I'm not going to say names. It's just a person I know. Took him like to write 4 songs. It took him like 2 years or something. He was working on these 2 songs for like 4 years. I mean, for 2 years. And like he redid the bass, I think, on the one song like 6 times. Like eventually I was like, dude, like, do you not think you should just like move on from these original? Because like this is the thing is people think like anything that comes up like has to be brilliant. But it's like if you can allow yourself to be like, no, that wasn't as good as I can do. Move on until you like into it. Then you like finish it. Then you feel super proud. And then when you release it, you have this like good feeling as opposed to like took me like 6 months to finish this like piece of shit that I don't even like. I have to get something out. Like I don't know.
Yeah, rather like quality versus quantity. And if you're in doubt, just go like play it for your producer. He'll tell you if it's shit or not.
An expression that I heard like that was like aim for excellence, not perfection. And it's like helped me a lot because a lot of people like they're like, I'm gonna write a song and it's gonna be the best song that's ever existed in the whole world. And they put all that pressure on themselves as opposed to be like, I'm just gonna write something cool. And if I like it, then shoot.
Yeah. Just have fun while you're doing it. Mustn't be like work.
No.
Fun.
Yeah.
Although we work hard.
We do work hard, yeah.
Yeah, such a lot of things to balance, right? Like, what would you say is like the relationship between like consistency and like that discipline, but then like creativity and that like free flowing?
There's that one expression is like the harder I work, the luckier I get. And I think that's like very true. Like they come together. That's what I'm saying is like, so you go and you write 3 or 4 shit songs, then you go home, then the next day you come, you write 3 or 4 shit songs, but one really cool one. Then the next day you like, all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so inspired. So it's like you build up that, and then it's like you open to that, like that energy. You're not thinking about other stuff. You're like into it. And then when you're into it, like the universe through the law of attraction and stuff like that will bring you other ideas then that like are inspired thoughts. I don't know.
In flow.
Yeah.
You're not trying to do anything when you're in flow. You're just like,
yeah.
coming.
You'll just like be like, because if you've done this for like 2 or 3 days, you've been like going to the studio, writing a couple of beats and like getting into 1 or 2 of them. Eventually, like on the third day, you'll be like standing in your kitchen making toast and you'll just be like, oh my gosh, I really just feel like going to make the song right now. I'm feeling like inspired. I know something good's going to happen.
Yeah.
I guess it's really just learning about yourself and like learning that relationship between your inspiration and your creativity and like, and just learning your tools and just kind of getting smoother at it all and like moving through the motions and emotions.
Practice makes perfect. I'm sure everyone has experienced it. Like the more you do something, the better you get. The more you want to do it, the easier it becomes, the more fun it becomes. In the beginning, it's shit and it's like hectic, but then eventually you're like into it. And when you're into it, then like all the best ideas happen.
I think it's really just getting past that imposter syndrome because I think a lot of young kids and just people in general you go on social media and you just see like the most successful, the most viewed videos. It's like, that's not real. But like most people aren't putting themselves out there. So like when you do it, it can be scary. But like,
definitely.
Yeah, I think what has even been your guys' experience of even putting your music out there? Like, how has that been? Because I think there's quite a few people who maybe don't even release their music at all, like publicly.
Yeah. I love putting music out. I love it. But I just like, I kind of like personally don't have, I feel like I'm talking a lot.
No, it's good. I'm enjoying listening to you.
I personally don't feel like it's necessary to put that pressure on yourself every time you release something that it's like, gonna be the one or whatever. Like, just you gotta like kind of just like do it for the love of it, like, and enjoy it because sorry, like saying it on that. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
And also, you can't like worry like what other people are going to think. If you want to do it because you want to connect with people, obviously, and you want them to like your music and that kind of thing. But if you put pressure on how many streams you're going to get and you put pressure on yourself as to how well the song's going to do, you're going to just like kill your joy. You have to like just do it because you love it and you want to connect and just like staying in that place of gratitude for the fact that you've done something and you've created, and the sense of achievement. Like that's like more for me what it's about, like sharing something amazing that you've made, be proud of it and you want to share it. Not like, how is it going to do? Yes, obviously you want it to do well, but it can't be about that.
Definitely not. You can't like set out to write a song being like, this song is going to make me famous, and then expect that just is like going to just happen. You have to put out a lot of music, and you have to like hope that the right person spots you. It's like not like, I don't know. It's not just so black and white like that. If you like, yeah, that's, as you're saying, like if you go into it with the sole purpose of this has to make me famous, you're not going to succeed because you're going to put too much pressure on yourself. Rather just enjoy the process. Like I made a rad song. I'm so excited to share it with everyone. And then people will listen and what happens will happen,
Exactly.
100%. And yeah, what do you think about like live shows and just like, yeah, what do you,
Amazing.
is that what you're making music for? Are you thinking of like how this will be live or?
Well, not me so much. Like,
I don't think we're making the music for like because we want to perform it. Obviously, we want to perform it, but that's not the reason we make it.
yeah, it's good to like, live rocks. Live is always fun. It's always fun to play live. But
You got a gig coming up, haven't you?
I do have a gig coming up. If you're in Cape Town, can I promote this gig? Okay.
Go for it.
If you're in Cape Town now and you're watching this or listening, on the 24th of October, the Plastics are playing a big gig. We're going to be going through all of our albums and like telling stories from each different album and different era. We're going to be playing some like changed remix kind of versions of some of our older songs and then playing our newer songs. On the 24th of October at the Outlaw Base, sponsored by Tex in the City, Ray-Ban and Shure. Check out the Plastics Instagram at the Plastics Band. Check it out for the ticket link. It's going to be a really cool show. Like we put a lot of effort into it, and we're all really excited about it. So there's limited seats. There's only 130 seats available. So and the tickets are actually selling really fast. So if you want to get it and check out the Plastics, basically like it's like our whole history, and it's going to be really beautifully done. Check us out. Follow the Plastics Band on Instagram. At the Outlaw Base on the 24th of October. Tickets are $195. Bring your friends, bring your lovers, bring your family. We're going to have a good time.
And it's your birthday.
And it's my birthday. So I would appreciate it.
Awesome. Link in the description. And when last have you guys performed actually? Or is this like, and I mean, I suppose each show is different.
This one is specifically very different because we've gone and like kind of done acoustic versions of songs and kind of change some of the old songs to make them a bit more like user friendly for now. And yeah, no, it's the last time we played was that 70s Fest in like I'm sure what that was, April or March or something like that. That was super sick. Yeah, we haven't played, this is our second gig the whole year. We haven't been playing a lot at all. We kind of all just been doing our own thing. But like we got asked by Tex in the City to do this storyteller gig, and we were like, okay, cool. So we like went ahead and made this epic set. So 24th of October, the Outlaw Base, the Plastics. Follow at the Plastics Band. All the links are there, links in the description. Love.
I'm gonna have to come to that. And yeah, it was like, what would be your advice to someone trying to build out their first live show? And maybe like, what's your journey been of just shows in general? And like, how do you see it? You're taking people on a beautiful auditory experience, but also visual, but also energetic, but also...
Yeah, it's true. The best advice I can give anyone is to just be very well rehearsed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Practice hard because like when you're up there, it's like different to what you think. Like it's like you're confronted with like all the people and the sound and like you're like, can I even play my instrument? And then you're like, do I even know what I'm doing? It's like, and then it's like weirdly like muscle memory just like comes in and you're like, oh, I actually can do this. Like I have practice if you practice. But like another piece of good advice to everyone is don't drink too much alcohol before you play. Because it always makes you think that you play better. But We all
Any
know.
funny stories with that?
I don't know. Like I've done it before and like played like absolute trash. Like it's like how when you're drunk, like
Yeah.
you're just not as like you're more confident maybe, but you're less skilled. Like you're not as like, especially with guitar. The guitar is all about these little like these small little things. You're like looking at your fingers and you're like seeing your hand like spin. Like, whoa, okay, maybe I suck, but it's fine because I'm let's do it. And then it's like then you just like overcompensate with like the energy and the skill. Like, it's a weird one. My advice is
I
drink
mean,
one before stage, and that's it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's such a journey of like, it's fun, but it's also like a job, but it's also like serious, and it's just like giving a
Well,
good
that's exactly it.
experience to the listeners.
That's exactly it's like when you're drunk on stage. Let's say it's like you're you're very selfishly taking that experience away from the crowd by like in a way like being like
Well, you're disconnected, really.
you're just think you're in your own world. You're like I'm having the best time, but you're like not really thinking about what it looks like from the outside and like how it's sounding and stuff. Like not respecting your audience. And that's the same way as like anyway, if you have to rock up the doctor's office and you're just drunk, you'd be like, the fuck are you doing? Not doing your job properly.
Yeah. And it also messes up. I mean, as a vocalist, I can say it totally screws with your vocals. Like, I mean, unless you're singing a complete like punk song,
Yeah, it's like you can't hear
you can't
properly.
pitch
Like,
properly, yeah, you just can't like sing well, basically.
yeah,
So don't do it.
same goes for like smoking weed before stage. It's even worse.
Valid. Do you guys feel like there's any questions I haven't asked that I should have asked, or I'm trying to think what else?
No, I mean, yeah, I thought that was been good.
Yeah, that's been good.
You've been great. You're great.
You covered everything. You're
You're
awesome.
great. You're breathtaking. That'll be a special thing to see you guys perform sometime.
Yeah, well, we just had a new song come out. It's called Sensations. It's on Rebecca Helen. It's on her
I think I
Instagram,
heard that
which is
one, right?
Yeah, the
When did
new
it come
one.
out? And how often are you guys releasing at the moment? And like, how often have you released over time? Like, is it more and more as time goes on? Or it's also the quality is going up, but like quantity as well? Or
Yeah.
no, we're generally like just always working on something. So it takes us maybe like 6 weeks to make a whole song. Because we meet once a week and we work on the song. So it takes us like 6 weeks or whatever to make the song. This one we're working on today is almost finished. Yeah, I don't know. We try to like push it out like at least every month or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every month or every 6 weeks or so.
Yeah. Trying to like stick to a schedule. Sometimes life comes in the way, or sometimes it takes a bit longer to finish a song, or it's the way it goes. But like ideally every 6 weeks.
Yes. And we've released like what? Five.
But
5 singles already.
yeah, but like yeah, the record's new song Sensations is out. It's like super
Him of
our
last
new
week.
song. And it sounds great. It's like more of a deep house type of vibe, but a deep house indie chill vibe. But like
Definitely something you
people,
can hear like DJs playing at parties and
yeah,
people dancing, vibing to the song. Or if you just want to like put it on in the background while you're doing the dishes, doing the housework.
or while you sleep, get the streams going, put on
yeah,
repeat.
even on repeat while you sleep.
We
That'd be
don't we
great.
don't discriminate however you listen to it.
Yeah.
Play it in a bot farm, steam farm.
I had a question, but I forgot it.
What type of music do you like, bro?
I like I like any music that someone's put their passion into. I like honest music. Find that quite inspiring when someone can just like tell the truth to like, I mean, potentially the whole world. I mean, you never know who will listen to your song.
Yeah.
But like how
True.
honest some people are in their music, I'm just like, that's very inspiring. Like, and
Yeah,
it's like the craziest stuff that people are like, the deepest stuff. It's very beautiful. I like hip hop. I really like a guy named Mike Posner. Yeah, yeah, good vibe stuff. And you guys?
Such a big wide variety.
Yeah, I generally like. I like indie vibes. I like big indie vibes. I like soulful stuff.
Mm.
I like psychedelic stuff. I personally don't actually like slow songs. I don't like ballads. Like that's
I
not
do.
really my vibe. Like when it's too emotional, it gets a bit like sappy, like boring for me, honestly. So like
Probably
I like high energy stuff actually now that I think,
most of our songs would be more upbeat.
because that's what I like. Right.
But you did let me do a ballad. We haven't released that.
Yeah, it's like ballads are hard. Like I just don't. It's not my vibe really. Never has been. Yeah, that's fine. Like it.
I love 80s music as well.
Also love 80s
Yeah.
music, definitely. 60s, 80s, 2010s. Those are my three favorite eras.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I don't.
today, do you guys have like three top artists each that's just on your mind that maybe just been playing lately?
There's this chick, Mina Okabe, whatever, Mina Okabe, whatever. She's great. She's super cool. I've been like digging her. I did like Still Music. I've been super.
Oh, I love them. I love the Marias as well. Love them. Marias are cool.
Yeah. And then like, I don't know, like I'm quite into like Oliver Tree stuff. Some of his stuff is quite fun.
Oliver Tree is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
got
a
some good.
marketing genius, bro.
He's amazing.
Like, I mean, even just how he succeeded. Like, so he was making music, no one cared, and then he put on like a weird outfit, and then he like blew up on like Vine, I think. And then he was like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess I have to be a character for people to care. And he was like, let's see how far I can take this. See,
totally.
I
No,
think he
he's
even
amazing.
has like world records. I think he has like a world record for like the biggest scooter or something.
I'm just not surprised. Yeah, it's his whole thing. Yeah, he's great. He's someone to watch. I'm trying to think who else I've been listening to. Like lately, I just end up going back to like Jimi Hendrix and like
Typical guitar player, what we say.
like that. Whenever I don't know what to listen to, I just like put on Jimi Hendrix.
There's so much good music out there, though. This world for choice, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really are.
That is true. And what do you guys think about music videos? And like, yeah, just the evolutions of art. Like, it's not just there's so much good music out there. There's like so much good music videos out there. There's so much good like concerts out there,
Yeah,
I guess.
music videos are awesome. Like, sucks that there's no. It's just actually something that I tried to like raise money for at one point. Like, it sucks to me that there's no social media dedicated to music videos.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like way to put no Spotify for music videos. Like, so it's like music videos. If I want to go search for like indie band music videos, then I have to like go on YouTube, and then it's like it doesn't serve. It'll only serve up like a few, and it won't be like you can't just be on a music video app.
Mm.
Like there
Right,
is
I
no
hear what you're
music.
saying. It's like the MTV, I guess, kind of used to be that, maybe. But
Yeah,
I
it's like,
mean,
I
maybe not
want to.
indie.
Yeah, it's like I want to watch rap videos. I want to watch like the latest hip hop videos, like trap videos. That's what I want to watch. But it's like that you can't go and like specifically go and search that. You can, but it doesn't really work on. Yeah, but that's not music videos. It's like
They're short,
content, you know?
they're short music videos.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm just
guess
saying,
in
there's no.
some ways that is the new music video, and maybe a lot of people are like, why would we put all this effort when we could just. Or
Yeah,
people are putting a lot of effort into the new kind of mediums. And
true.
it
Yeah.
evolves all the times, and like the way people consume music. I mean, VR is coming. People are just gonna like wear a headset and like be in your music video.
Totally. Yeah, that's like a whole other story. That's
I mean,
gonna like
people
change.
watch music videos mostly on their phones. It even used to be like a TV. It's like it's actually gone smaller and it goes smaller and then it goes like VR and bigger again, I think.
Totally. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Like you're gonna be able to be like, I want to watch. Like I want Elvis to be like in the room with me, like singing me like a song. And so like, hey Elvis, and he's just like chilling there in the corner. You know, like again, like the Beyonce and that one.
That would be cool.
Yeah, AI music is pretty crazy.
AI in music is gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucking soul destroying in a way. You can just go and like type in like make me an indie hit with da 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 or whatever, and then it'll pop out like 4 options in like 5 seconds. But yeah, there's nothing to say that like this is what I've been talking to people about. It's like, yeah, I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
No, I think it's going to go down a like dark path.
I
Yeah.
think it's important for us to celebrate live music, and I think that's the thing. Like being a musician is much like it's more than the music. It's obviously about the people, and it's like
Yeah.
it's almost like being a musician is almost like being a community, like bring it together. I don't know if that's even a or like you're also like events throwers more than like just musicians, right? Like there's so much more, but it's like really
So
there's something beautiful in bringing people together in music.
Mm,
And like what
definitely.
yeah, how do you see that as important? And like should people be going to more live music?
definitely come and support the live music shows because we need it. Like we feed off that energy as well. You know.
Something about music that's like always been since probably when it was first invented about like bringing people together. You know, it's like think about like around the campfire when they're like beating a bunch of rocks and like they were and like yelping or whatever. Like that like it was because of like that community aspect of it. Like and that's that is so important. And like I actually think it's sad to be honest that like how throughout history music has been this thing that like connects people and in a band is like 4 or 5 people together, like their spirits like singing in unison or whatever. Like that idea is beautiful, but like now it's gotten to the point where like everyone is like got a computer and then they go and sit alone by themselves in a dark room creating this music and it just becomes such a like isolated thing in a weird way. And then they go and share it with everyone else, expect everyone else to go and like vibe to it. I don't know. There's just something weird about the idea of like making something that's supposed to be made together alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels very like lonely in a weird way. And like very like
Mm.
mastermind or like it's like, hey everyone look at what I'm here. It's like
Yeah,
If you
definitely. I
want
feel
to
like,
go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go together.
that's yeah,
what
that's
would
very
that say?
good.
No man is an island.
Yeah,
Well,
as well.
yeah.
It's kind of like the whole TikTok using other people's sounds, you know.
True.
And it,
True
but it's
story.
also this is kind of some yeah. It's like the whole AI world is so. It's like well, even TikTok's exactly. Oh, let's just do what's trendy. Let's just do what's trendy. Let's just follow the trends. Then everybody starts to look the same, and then like now we've got the AI, but the AI is being trained off the people who are all just trying to be trendy. So then the AI starts to make the same stuff, and it's all like catering for the algorithm. And it's like, is it unique? And it's like forgetting like you need to make what only you can make,
Mm.
right?
So true.
Yeah.
We don't want to be forced to be like other people.
I think the difference as well is like with TikTok, for example, um, you still get paid when someone else uses your music. So like let's say I make a TikTok and I use like I don't know, like Justin Timberlake song or whatever. I don't even know. Like the algorithm will pick up that Justin Timberlake song we played and he'll still get some royalties for that. When it comes to DJ, it's just standing up there, like just being like, yo, let me just play this bootleg, bro. Like, like I'm so cool. Don't like it. It's not my vibe. But
Unless they're going to play our music, then I'm fine with
then they can play our music. I don't know. I don't know what I feel about that topic, to be honest.
But they should rather get you there live, to be fair.
it. Exactly.
Live music's just better. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking.
No, I agree with that.
But there's a place for everyone, actually, at the end of the day. So, just whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, whatever you enjoy.
Yeah, kind of what you were saying. Just like how yeah, people recording music alone and like in a room. Like I find it like for me, like I want to record music in nature. I want to like sample birds. Like I don't want to be in like a studio when I think of just like how musicians like evolve, like that's cool. Like recording an album in nature, that would be awesome, you know. But that's
Would
just
be
kind of
awesome.
my kind of stuff. But I also like what you're saying, like yeah, recording it with other people and like making it
Mm.
a collaborative thing. And
It is so much fun, like to like. I mean, it is so much fun to just experiment with sound with your friends and with other people, and like go into different people's studios and see what gear they have and see what inspires you and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing that like so many people, and myself included, like just sit alone, like in our dark little rooms, like making our like what are we even doing? Making sound puzzles like for ourselves.
Yeah.
well, I
Collaboration's
think
always
that's
good.
not a bad place to wrap up. But yeah, just kind of the message is like connect and like go to live music and work with other people, and you got to make the bad songs to get to the good songs, you know. Any closing
Absolutely.
thoughts from you guys?
I think I've said enough.
No.
No,
Nothing we can think of right now.
enjoy your life.
Go support musicians. Go listen to our music. Go check us out on Instagram.
Yeah.
Follow us. Support us. Listen to our live music shows.
Yeah, to what Rebecca Helen music.
Rebecca Helen Music.
Then mine's __ KO1. And then at the Plastics Band as well. And even at a more and more music.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. This was fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
It's been a really
Bye.
cool. Yeah, no, it's nice to chat to you, dude. Good vibes.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks so
And yeah, to be continued in person, either at your show or yeah.
Awesome, dude. For
much.
sure.
Cool.
Okay.